Hi, viewers. So, I received a comment, which makes me happy. I'm not sure what it's about, but here it is. It was made on my video. Some peeps didn't get the memo. And the nice person said, nice video with some SEO improvements. It has great potential to gain more views. So, I said back, I don't know what SEO improvements are. I am looking into my legal rights too because of what is in the making to post. Thank you, though. And then I thought, well, let me go on to explain that a little bit more because I'm all about the explanation, right? So I said, the target, let me move this because I'm going to lose it, I think. Okay, here we go. The target are the the target audience has been the general public who may have been or is being professionally targeted over the last couple of days, stemming from the comment by my trauma counselor observing how I live in my head, though my own personal audience may change, or at least they may see themselves in what is being revealed. This could cause me some big problems because these are people a lot more powerful than I am. Therefore, I need to take some time to go over legal paperwork to find out what my limitations are regarding those people. Or maybe I will need to take the time to have any limitations removed if that is at all possible. What has been done in the courts seems similar to a gag order, period. So that's the situation as it's come about since well, even more than since my trauma therapist mentioning that I'm living in my head. I read something something publicly posted, and it really did trigger me. I hate using the word trigger. It's like everybody triggers. Karen's trigger. I'm not a Karen. So triggering really upsets me. But anyway, I read something that I say in the video, or either in the first one, or my observations after watching the first video to see all the gyrations I was going through from being upset. I'm not a robot, so I don't remember now if I had read those 34 pages before or after I made the first video, but at some point, either in the first one or the second one, I said, I'm not even going to present those 34 pages to my therapist when I see him in a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks. It's a long time in between. So on April the 1st, and today is March 12th. So it's a long ways off. But anyway, in the first or the second video, I said, I'm not even going to give him those 34 pages. I don't even want to address it. But that's silly. That's silly of me to think that reading this information would not have an impact on me. And it has too. So I am gonna show it to him, and I see that the names coming up are names that I'm not comfortable saying, but I could possibly, if I read the court information, I could possibly say organizations if I even want to do that. But really, what I would like to do is have the orders vacated against me, because it's those court orders that really help them ruin me. So, you know, how they crawled into my head, they planted so much fear in my mind and then accused me of being afraid. It's been very cruel. It's been very cruel. So I don't think at this point that they would not be cruel if I break an order. Because when Multicare took me to court, I think it was when Multicare took me to court, their attorney said I was still trying to talk to the doctor. And their administrators, when my attorney sent me out to the parking lot to try to talk to the doctor to let him know we weren't going to sue him. My attorney told me that. Okay? You need to let him know we're not going to sue him. We need his help. That's what I went to tell him. How he spun that and how Multicare spun it was so gross that they said to me, the administration, when they were coming after me that night, they said, you cannot talk with Dr. Blah, blah, blah. I don't even like saying his name. You cannot talk with him. And they scared me, so I ran away, because it was not the first time they and security surrounded me at the Multicare. So one time they did it in my gynecological appointment after my hysterectomy. This is all real stuff. This is not pretend. And I know my mom says that my demeanor and my face is my problem, because everybody thinks, oh, she's friendly, she's nice, we can she can handle it. No, this has been so horrible that my smiles and my friendly eyes, don't be fooled by them. Don't be fooled, because what they've done to me has been horrible. And I don't believe for 1 minute, I don't know why Multicare is leaving me alone when I'm talking about them so much. The only reason I can think is the reason, like Dave said, when he told me to start getting copies of the proof. I think the only reason is that I have proof now of what they've done to me. And, and so, but the courts destroyed a lot of the proof. You know, Leroy McCullough's court destroyed my exhibits. So I won't take that approach, but I've got proof. I've got so much proof. It's amazing. But that does not mean that they are not going to come after me at some point, especially the group that is my biggest concern. So, because, the doctor over at Multicare, he's retired. They don't care. They're retired. That's what they wanted to be sure of. They got their big fat retirements. So, but this other group, tries to say my defending myself is attacking them, that they're the victims of victimizing me. That's what they're selling. And they have been given so much of the upper hand against me that before I post what is important to post, because what I'm going to post is what it looks like when I am freaking out. And I used to be in that condition 24/7. Now I process things in about a day and I snap out of it. But I've never recorded it before. So this is and I didn't even realize I was in that state when I made the record, the video recording the other day. So to show it, I've got to figure out how to edit. The quickest way to make it public for people to see would be to try to edit out and just give a little compilation of that video. But really, seeing it in its entirety is such a statement that would make people understand how this kind of event leaves a person. So anyway, that's what's going on here, and I'm not quite sure what direction I'm going to be able to go in with it. So I might have to wait until I talk with my trauma therapist. Not that he's an attorney, but I'm going to have to talk with him, I think, so he can see what I'm actually dealing with. So that's what's going on here.